as we bring up our panel, I'd like to bring up first Steve Siggs, CEO of SIS North America. There you are. Johan Coetes, Managing Director of Datacentrics, South Africa. Welcome, Johan. Sanjeev Krishnan, Chairman of Iris Computers. Welcome, Sanjeev. Thanks. Tetsuo Yamamoto, Chief Executive and President of Topan, and Amit Cheth, Managing Director of Orion Pro. Now, they, like all of you, are wondering, now what are we going to do? Well, believe me, as you can look at the anxious look on their faces, wondering, what is this guy going to do to my great business model, is this is completely unrehearsed in all ways. Our idea is really to model, in some ways conceptually, the information sharing. Yamamoto-san, I would like to use that as a transition, as a segue to you, as you have an interesting new 3-month IBM project yourselves in partnership. But just as a little background, that I should also mention that I believe Yamamoto-san worked at IBM. He started even 2 years before you did, Sanjeev, I think in 1969, if our surveillance is accurate. But you've been moving Topan from a traditional reseller model to the cloud, establishing a new cloud computing business department, providing new high-end value services with integrated with consulting and cloud engagements, assessing the best cloud environment for clients, providing e-learning, asset management, and the rest. And in fact, in terms of smart cloud enterprise growth, I believe the largest SCE growth in 2011, and you've won several awards for IBM around this. How about that transition from Sanjeev working in partnership with what are you trying to do right now in this 3-month program? What's the plan for that, Yamamoto-san?
Okay, let me talk about, but I'm really very excited to be on the stage. And I have 2 bosses in my IBM life, Bill Duncan and Mark Hennessy. So I don't know how much effectively I respond to you.
Wow, Bill either gets a big bonus or just the opposite.
Just really, we really get into the cloud business, and we really need to carefully decide how to do. And also, we don't have any kind of significant investment. So I just asked IBM business consultant team to come back 3, answers to my very specific question. One is profitability, how much I can really make money from cloud service. And second one is, timing, when to start. All right. And the third point is priority. IBM said that there is a 5 or 7 cloud business. So I just asked that when I start these 3 questions, and then they came up with answers, and they worked very intensely with my team, and working in 3 months, they came back the answers, and we are following their proposal, and we are really very happy that we are using Smart Cloud Enterprise because we don't have time. And we don't have any significant investment. But IBM Smart Cloud Enterprise prepared infrastructure, and also they can provide some solutions. So we can start quickly. And the least effort and least timing, and we get started. So I'm very pleased that we are really doing a lot of experience and earning our skill development. That's my experience with IBM.
I think that could be a great case study to profile at the end of the period. I'd like to see how all that works.
But it is still a big challenge to be there. And I think it is really very difficult for us. I found three difficult points is that skill transformation of my people. And also, we had better to work, we need to get money from existing business. And also, we need to money from a new business model. So coexistence of new model and old model. So I think people would like to work on in easier part, the current part. So it's very important that we have top-down, like leadership or management leadership to let people to focus on new business type of things. And that's something like I explained.
That anticipated the next question I was going to ask, and I think you've answered. I want to make sure we've answered all of it. I was about to ask how you move towards total solutions from reselling to to help customers transform their business and yours. And part of it is you're saying the leadership model that's set.
So I think our goal is really to sustain profitable growth. And then we cannot stay just like a reseller model of hardware and software. We have better to have a combined business like hardware, software, and services. And also we need to get in the new business. And then I really ask the people to get into that model, but I think I said it's very difficult for everybody to understand. So I did two very simple actions, and really I'm serious doing in this timing that I ask, in every month of the first day, I have a very intensive, meeting with all my employees, and I myself, talk about the business update and the plan for the month, and also I talk about some success stories of what they are doing on the total solution providing type of business. And I recognize the team, and I also let my people to understand why and how they can get this business. So I just really ask that everybody learn from each other. That's something about an action. And the second action, more seriously I'm doing that, I'm asking my team to register my company proposal database. No exception, all of my people, salespeople and engineering people have to register one proposal to my company database. And the first time they say, Yamamoto-san, it's very hard because we are trying to support the client, so they make some proposal type of material, event-driven. So they say, we don't have that kind of farm proposal. But I didn't hear that and ask them to do. Then I was very surprised. There was a lot of good proposal on a total solution or a cloud business. And suddenly, 6 months, we've got 750 very nice proposals in company database. That's really most effective way for people to understand how much level of transformation we are doing. And I think that's very surprising that now 39,000 access into my company database. So this is really, they are running, by themselves, and I think I believe this will change our people's mindset.
Well, it's very effective leveraging as a crowbar of producing change, but also of getting that ownership for new ideas out there. But I do think that kind of taking ownership and inclusion out there will speak to something you've been trying to do. So that's my heads up alert, and I'm going to try a segue to you in a minute on that. But thank you. Thank you very much, Yamamoto-san. For you or for any of your co-panelists for extra credit, 5 years from now, how would you like your business to be most transformed? Any one of you or none of you? But
I think, as Jeannie said, we should really work on new customer. We have hard learning from our client, even though they are best client to us, But when we visit client, we found we have lost it a lot of new opportunity in the new market. So we really very sensitive to touch on new customer even in our best customer. Otherwise, we are losing their wallet share. So I really would like to ask my people to work to really understand client and really stand on customer side, and then we'll get more business.
Well, wonderful, excellent. As we take a look at the themes you shared with us, obviously in such different geographic and strategic contexts,